Facilities from Udaipur. And I think maybe Avinish, you can take over the control and give a quick info about the kind of group as well as the agenda of the meeting. Yeah.
So hey guys, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, based on your time zone. And today we have a session on provided the free trials using the Trailforce. And myself, Avnish Kumar, and I am team lead at EPAM. And my Twitter handle is Avnish177, and I am the leading the Udaipur admin group. And we are generally hosting the events on virtual, but we will try to host event offline as well. And this session is recorded, so you will find this in the same page where you joined. So please do not purchase based on the whatever we discussed today. Please purchase, make your purchase or your purchase decision based on whatever right now presented, and check with your account team what they are selling to you based on that you. And today's session will be presented by Asutosh. So Asutosh, it's to you.
Thanks, Avanish. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, based on your time zone. And thanks for joining this call, joining this session. Uh, Let me introduce myself. My name is Ashutosh Tripathi. I'm working as a solution architect in EPAM. I've been in Salesforce ecosystem last 10 years and doing architecturing and plays a various role doing architecture from last 3 years, 4 years. So here is my Twitter handler, Ashutosh underscore SFDC. You can follow me on the Twitter as well. Reach out to me if you have any concern, question, or anything where you think I can help you out. I'll try my best. Okay. Uh, Avnish, will you be able to navigate through the slide? Okay, thank you, Avnish. So here is an agenda for today's session, where we will go through why we use a Trailforce, what is the need, what is the basic terminologies we use in Trailforce setup while we go through the setting up process, understanding the relational architecture of the Trailforce, how these are related to each other, and how and what are the process of creating different dots at the different steps. All these are covered in this relational architecture. And then how many ways we can create a TSO org. I will do not worry. I will cover all these terminologies in the next slide. And template versioning and upgrade behavior. How your package solution will behave when you upgrade your TSO org, and how your template versioning will have the solutions, and how it will impact your TSO org and your trial org, and how it will impact on the customer end as well. Okay, and there is a custom branding and benefits we will talk about. How you can do a custom branding for your login page or registration page. What are the benefits of it? Okay, how we will see how we can provide a free trials to your customer or to the end user, and then I will give a quick demo on the environment hub. I will show you the things in the real, how it looks like on the environment hub, how the TSO looks like, how the Trailforce template looks like. All these things we'll cover in the quick demo, and then we'll go for a Q&A. So please try to post your questions in the chat so that we can pick them in the last and try to answer as much as possible. All right. Avnish, can you please move forward? Thank you. Okay, so why we use Trailforce and what is the need? So Trailforce is another offering which Salesforce gives us. Oh, this is basically for the ISP partners, or the people or the partners who is dealing with the managed package solution, whether it is a first generation or the second generation managed package solution. And what is traditionally we do, we create a managed package, go through the Salesforce security review, and once it is done successfully, we host it over to the App Exchange, right? So the App Exchange solution is already passed the Salesforce security review and readily available to use. Okay, so but the problem is, if a customer who wants to explore your application before even subscribing or buying your offering. So how we can give them this trial version of your solution uh, instead of your production org. So here we comes with the need of Trailforce, where we can spin up a new orgs, new trial orgs or demo org, where you can install your offering, let's say your first generation package or the second generation package, do the customization, load the sample data if it is required, perform all the post installation steps in that org, right? And provide it to the customer to explore your offering. So what has happens, this is a free trial and demo works. This doesn't require any kind of intervention, and these are works in the silos and independent branch with your regular development and deployment lifecycle. So end user and the customer log in into the trial or demo and utilize your offering, right? So that is a basic purpose which solves the problem of customer to give a or onboarded them into your production or somewhere where you need to manage it. Here you don't need to manage anything. You spin up and hand it over that org to the customer to play around with your application. Here are some benefits which you can do with the Trailforce. You can run your marketing campaigns with the Trailforce. You can this is the same thing where your customer is logging into one of the free trial org and exploring your offering. So it definitely maximize the customer reach and adoption your offering. And you can include custom branding for your application, for your org. In that trial org you can customize your login page and all those kind of things. You can do it, and you can manage the multiple versions of your offering, or also you can onboarded pilot users, which could be admin or non-admin users as well. So this is all these things you can do it with the Trialforce. Okay, so next slide please, Avnish. Okay, so as I talked about, these are the basic terminologies which we will use in the Trialforce setup. So TMO is a Trialforce Management Org. This is a central org, or you can say that a place where you manage all kind of TSO orgs. Okay, and do the custom branding of your login page and emails. All those kind of things can be done in the TMO. TMO is the abbreviation of Trialforce Management Org. Once you have the process of acquiring a TMO org, you must be a certified ISB partner, and you have already your managed package solution available with you. Then you can raise a Salesforce support ticket with your partner portal to get this TMO org. Okay, once you have a TMO org, you can request a TSO org. TSO is a Trialforce source organization, which is kind of act as a base for your all kind of trial orgs or the demo org, which is going to be end user orgs, or which is where the end user will be onboarded, so for to explore your solution. Okay, so this is we call as a Trialforce source organization. This Trialforce source organization can be created from the TMO org. Okay, so that is why it is required. That is why we call it as a TMO, as a central place from where you can manage all your or your different kinds of org in this hierarchy. Okay, now the Trialforce template is another fine grained level in this hierarchy, where the Trialforce template is basically you can create it from TSO. And what it is basically a snapshot of your TSO org at any given instance. Let's say I have configured a TSO, installed my all the offering in the TSO. Let's say I'm working in a second generation managed package. I created it, it is already there. So I installed that managed package in the TSO org, loaded some sample data. If I say in a simple word, I configured my TSO org in the same way as my customer wants to experience it. So once it is done, when I am sure that it is ready for the customer experience, I will create a Trialforce template at that moment. So the Trialforce template is created that particular time, will hold all the configuration data and everything which is there at that point of time in the TSO. So that is why we call that Trialforce template is a snapshot of the Trialforce source organization at a given instance in time. Okay. Now the free trial and demo org is the free trial org or the demo org, which is available for 30 days. Okay. These orgs can be created by using the Trailforce template ID. So in the third step, which is Trailforce template, whenever you create a Trailforce template, Salesforce give you a Trailforce template ID, and this template ID we will use to create a free trial or demo org. So these are you don't need to install any application, any of your offering here, or load any kind of data. The benefit of it, the benefit of creating a free trial or demo or using the Trailforce template is that whatever the data configuration available in this Trailforce template will be automatically copied to the new demo or which we have created by using this Trailforce template ID. So this is all this is very basic terms which you will see uh, going forward in this demo as well. TMO, TSO, Trailforce template, and free trial demo. Okay, Avnish, can you move to the next slide, please? Okay, thank you. So this is the relational architecture. How it is it visible, or should we little bit zoom? Okay. So the relational architecture, if you see the diagram here, this diagram shows the TMO, the Trailforce Management Organization at the top, which is, as I said earlier as well, this is the central location from where all your TSOs can be managed. All this resides on the top of your hierarchical tree. So if you see on the right hand side, it says that you can use the TMO or to create a TSOs, and it is used for create a branding templates. So I'll talk about these branding templates, but as an high level, the branding templates are the templates which you can create in the TMO or these templates allow you to customize or give a personalized experience to your login and registration page. Okay. So now in from the TMO, you can create a TSO orgs. So here, if you see, you can create as many as TSO org from the TMO org, and how we can decide whether we need a 2 or 3 TSO, it's up to you. But the recommendation is, let's say if you have a managed package solution, which is let's say which is targeting to this call center problems or call center support solution. So this is a one category. Salesforce says that if just categorize your solution, and there is a one, let's say if you have a managed package solution which is targeting life sciences industry or education industry, those kind of different verticals. So Salesforce, as a recommendation, you should use a one TSO for your for one of your offering, or in a more technical term, install your one managed package in one TSO and customize it, load sample data, whatever it is, do it in one TSO. If you do have a different vertical altogether, and you target a different type of audience uh, for your solution, so try to use a different TSO altogether. Do not install you know two different scope in a one TSO, it would be difficult to manage. So this is the recommendation. Though Salesforce do not restrict you to install multiple managed package into the TSO, you can do it. Okay. Now the same thing it is saying in the on the right hand side, which we have written: install your offering with the sample data, customize your org, configure your, specify your branding, and then once you are sure, as I said, that the trial for source org, once you are sure that this is configured the way my customer want to experience it, then we will go for the step 4, creating a Trailforce template into this Trailforce source org. I will show you when I will give you the demo, that from where you can create this Trailforce template using in this TSO, in this Trailforce source org. Okay. So let's say if I installed my offering in the Trailforce source organization too. Okay. And it is having my managed package solution too, for example. Okay, so now we comes up with the Trailforce template creation. So Trailforce template, as I said, that this is an snapshot of your TSO org at any given point of time. So let's say you are ready to publish your solution and you want a trial org for your customer to explore your solution. What you will do, you will create a Trailforce template out of TSO org, and using that Trailforce template you will create a free trial org. You can see the last boxes. Let's say if I create a Trailforce template 2, and that Trailforce template 2 give me a Trailforce template 2 ID, which I will use to create a free trial org. You can create uh, multiple free trial org using the same Trailforce template ID, or you can use the different template ID as well to create a different kind of form. How how we can what is the purpose of creating this? How we can control the uh, how we have this versioning mechanism, and how we do the upgrade, all those kind of questions I will try to cover it in the next slide, uh, where we will talk about the template versioning, how it works. So on the right hand side, if you see, use the sign up request API, set up the trial registration page and sign up provision free trial log. So this is the another way of creating a Trailforce template. Okay, so you can use there is a two way you can create it using point and click way, and there is a way that you can use it through the API as well. So this says the same. If you need a more control and customization, you should go with the programmatic approach. And here is the API detail, which you can go and explore it into a developer guide for the more details. I will try to cover more information in the coming slides as well for this sign up request API. Okay. Uh, Next slide, please. Okay, so this is ways to create a TSO. How many ways we can create a TSO? As I said in the earlier diagram, in the relational architecture, there is a TMO which was sitting on the top, and from where you can create a TSO Trailforce template and free trial orgs. Okay, so there is another way of creating a TSO, which is environment hub. Okay, so there is a two-way from where you can create a TSO orgs. One is a trial force management org, for which uh, for both of these you need to certified ISV partners. Your app exchange package solution, everything should be ready, and then only you can go for these. And so once your TMO is ready, you can create a trial for source of define the template and custom branding. Similarly for environment up, this is also let's say if you do not opt for a TMO solution, let's say you do not want TMO org to create your TSO org. So what is the other way to do it? The environment hub is an other way, which is also similar to the TMO org. This is also a central location where all your orgs are resides, and you can manage all your orgs there. So from the environment hub as well, you can create your TSO org, and you can create your demo and free trial org using the Trailforce template ID. I will show you. I will give you the demo from the environment hub only, so it will be much clear how we create a TSO org and how we will create the demo and the free trial logs from the environment hub. So if you see what is the difference here when we use a TMO org and when we use the environment hub. So the second point which I have written, the TMO, which is defined templates for custom branding, this option is not available when you try to create a TSO org from the environment hub. What it does, when you so let's say if you have a requirement where you have to provide a registration page or the sign up page to the end user to create your trials. It is simple, like web to lead kind of concept. Let's say you want to host your registration page, or you have created a lightning component, you want to host it on the experience cloud site, or you have created a visual force page, you want to host it on the sites, or you have a node or react or any kind of registration page which you want to host on the Heroku. Similarly, if you have a HTML or web to lead kind of form which you want to host, or automate through the process builder, so those kind of solution if you want to go for, So there you need a TMO, or reason you just want your company's branding to be available on the registration page. Okay, let's say I want my company's logo, vision, and all those kind of stuff to be there. My company's UI text and the logo should be there, so that it is when when somebody's login, they would be, it is kind of advertisement of your company's brand. So if you want that kind of UI representation and the custom brandings for your registration page, you will use the TMO. But this is not available in the environment hub. If it is not required for you, you can simply go for environment hub. Okay, so I hope it makes more clear when we use a TMO org and when we use environment hub. Okay, in environment hub, we will just simply point and click that I will show you. It is not required end user interaction, where end user exposed to a registration page and log into the page, sorry, and fill the details there, and submit the details to you. And in the backend, Salesforce create a free trial org and send an email with the username and the verify account link to their, like other sign up emails which you receive for the Salesforce. So all these things, it is by default managed when you submit the registration page using this custom branding. But the same thing will happen, but it has happened through the super admin user, who will do through the environment hub. Okay, so that is the major difference between these two available options. Okay, next slide please, Avnish. Thank you. Okay, so this is I tried to draw a very rough or high level picture here. Uh, it is not complicated. Try to put it in a very simple way, how we can control the versioning, how this versioning will work, and how the upgrade behavior of your solution will work here. Okay, so let's say, let's go from the left to right. So let's say if you have unmanaged package or a code, probably you are using SFDX, you are working in the sandbox model. You are working, you are creating your code, you are creating your package. Once your package is done, your managed package created successfully, then you are going to install into your TSOR. Okay, TSOR similarly, either you create it from the TMOR or you create it from the environment hub. Once you're offering in the TSOR, you will do the post installation steps there. You will load the some sample data by assuming that this is the way where this is the way what my customer wants and what my customer experience it. So I will configure the TSOR in the same way. They treat it as a production org, where you have to deploy your customer to experience your product. So just configure this org in the same way, so that customer do not see the difference between the actual versus expectation. Yeah. So once your TSO is ready, configured, you will create a Trialforce template one, for example, in this diagram. And this is, let's say, your package version is 1.0.0. Okay, this is your managed package version. I hope we all are aware how this versioning and everything in the managed package solution we do. Okay, so this is just for example purpose. There is a four digits in the versioning as well. Okay, so major, minus, build, and patch. So will not go in that. This is just for sample purpose. So let's say you have this 1.0.0. Okay, now it is now you have spin up a new free trial org by using this Trailforce template one. Okay, and this free trial org one having all your solution and everything automatically configured when it is created, because you have created it from Trailforce template one. Okay, now what is happening while your customer is experiencing it, exploring it, he found that whatever his expectation with your solution, it is not matching. He found some gap, let's say, or found some bug uh, into your solution. Basically not your solution, basically the way he wants it is not behaving. It is required some fix. Or they say that your solution is fulfilling my 5 step out of 7, but these 2 steps, if it is not fulfilling. If your solution can match these 2 step as well, it is an ideal solution for our problem. Okay, this is for an example. So that is why I say that bug reported and new feature. So what you will do, you will come to your uh, traditional development and deployment life cycle. You will fix that bug or try to put a new feature which or enhance your code to adopt the new feature which is customer is requiring. I hope that you do not need to do in your regular cycle. If we are all aware with the branching strategy, how we can run the multiple branches in DevOps, where we can do different feature development uh, in parallel. So we can use that branching strategy and develop that new feature for that customer, and again create a package, install in the TSO. So when you install in the TSO org, again, it is an upgrade. It is not a fresh installation, because you already install a 1.0.0. Now you will fix that bug on the top of 1.0. Now it will upgrade your TSO org again. And once it is upgraded, let's say your managed package version is 1.1.0. Okay, so this is your version which is having all the new features and bug fixes which is reported. Now you will create a template too out of this upgraded one. Now this template too will be used to create a free trial org too. Okay, and in this free trial org you will onboard your client, your pilot customers and all those folks. Okay, to explore your application. So in this way, if this cycle will be keep running, if you as you want if you want to fix your solution and want your customer to explore the fix as well. So this is how we do the template versioning. If you see template 1 having the old version of your package, template 2 will have the upgraded version of your package. And similarly, if you go forward, keep fixing or patching it, you will keep generating the templates at a different levels, and they will hold that solution. And once you create a free trial or using those templates, it will hold that solution for you. So these template will be available. Let's say even in future, some customer is fine with the 1.0.0 version of your package. They are good, they do not need this kind of feature or bug which you have, they are not related to them. So what you need to do, you will create an org by using a template, a Trailforce template 1 instead of Trailforce template 2. So all these are will be available into that org. So this Trailforce, when you even your org is upgraded, TSO org is upgraded, but still you can use the Trailforce template 1, which will hold the 1.0.0 version, and your client can experience the previous version of your package as well. So this is how you can do this whole versioning and upgrade things using Trailforce template and Trailforce template IDs. Okay, now let's move forward. Okay, so now the next topic is the custom brandings. As we said, this custom branding option is only available with the TMO org setup. So it is not available with the environment hub approach. Okay, so the prerequisite itself explanatory. They are saying that your TMO org should be ready, and you must be an ISP partner. You are offering is kind of your managed package solution, whether it's a 1 GP or 2 GP, should have passed the Apex Chain security review. Okay, so how this custom branding works? So what is basically the custom branding is? Custom branding is something that where you want this registration page to be uh, hosted on your site, or you know or App Exchange, or wherever you want to host it, where you do not want the things to be done by admin. You want that information to be captured by the customer itself. And based on that, in the backend we will create a Trialforce or free demo or free trial or, and will send the uh, email registration confirmation email to the customer, which will hold the username and the verify account link to the customer, so that they can reset or set the password accordingly, and login into that org. Okay, so this custom, using custom branding, you can do customize your login page where you can put your logo and your company's text and etc. And how you can do it, the branded login page enables you to to create a subdomains as well. You The subdomain will always end with cloudforce.com. So let's say if you want your company name there, so it should be abc.cloudforce.com, if where abc is your company name. Your customer login site include text and company logo, which you can put it on the registration page itself. Okay, another thing which you can do with the custom branding is branded email. uh, this branded email allow you to specify fields in the system generated emails. Let's say you want to include the company name, company address, and other details. You can have those merge fields there. When you go to the setup in Salesforce and search for the branding, and under that branding you will have that emails, branded email setup there. You can create those branded emails and have all these information as a merge field to be included there, and preview it. Similarly, if any of you have created an email templates into the Salesforce, so preview it. It will have a text and HTML version. So in similar way, you can create these login pages, and as well as the branded emails here. Okay, most important thing is, once you create these login pages and this branded emails, you have to publish it. It's if somebody has worked on the communities, so whatever we do in the community builder, we keep doing it and save it. So it save will not work until unless we publish our changes. Okay, so similarly we do the same here. We do this login pages, and we'll set up this branded emails here. And once we are done with our changes, we will publish it. Once we are published it, then only these changes are available to use. How we will use it and where we will use it. Okay, so all these changes you will do in your TMO org. Okay, at the first place, at the central location for all this setup. Okay, this is not available anywhere else. This is available at the top of your hierarchy. Okay, so once you are set up all these things there, you will create a TSO org. Okay, so that TSO org can use these branded login page and this branded emails. Okay, so how we can use it in the TMO org? You will go to the setup and quick search box. Okay, so in that quick search box, you will search for the login sites. You will see all your login pages which you have customized, and you can see the branding. You can search for branding to check all your branding emails. Now I want to include all these published one to be included in my TSOR. So what you will do, on the quick setup, onto the setup, click on setup into the Salesforce, and then you will go to the quick find box. In that quick find search box, just search for the source orgs. Okay, so in that source org, you will see all the TSO org listed which you have created from this TMO org. Go to there, edit any org, and include this custom branded login pages or custom branded emails there. Once you are included from the TMO org, it is automatically included when you log in into the TSO org. It is automatically included when you create a Trialforce template out of that TSO org. Okay, so this is how it works. So what is the benefit? That you do the changes at the top level, and it is automatically propagate to the down in the hierarchy. You do not need to manage all these things at the each level. So this is how we can do the custom branding and the benefits of it. uh, Avnish, can you move to the next slide, please? Okay, so this is about how we can provide the free trials of our offering. So there's a two way of doing it, using app exchange. Okay, and providing a free trial on your website. So when I say on app exchange, there is a two way. another two way of doing it. One is Trailforce, and another is using the test drive. Okay, so yeah, thank you. Okay, so using App Exchange, what is happens? Let's say if your solution is on App Exchange, anybody can go to the App Exchange on your product, and there's a trial button available. They can do it from there. Similar, same ways happen. Same process will happen once they subscribe for a trial. They will asked for some information, and based on that, Salesforce set up their trial org in the backend and send the login information to them. Okay, this is the one. This is the way using Trialforce. Uh, Another way is while you can give a test drive as well. This is not a Trailforce. This is altogether different thing. So how we can do it? Test drive is something you will have a developer edition org available where your solution is installed. Okay, so in your partner portal, there is a separate tab, one for packages, one for trials, one for publishing. So all these kind of tabs are there where out of them, for test drive, we will use the path of publishing, listing, trial tab, and then offer a test drive. Okay, so this is how we do it. uh, you go to a partner community console, go to the publishing, go to the listing, and under the trial tab there is an offer, there is a button of offer a test drive. So when you click on offer a test drive, it is opens up and asking for you some information, like which trial force template you want, and to create a test drive. Okay, so once it is done, you submit all these details and click on submit button. What Salesforce does, Salesforce created a developer edition, or having your managed package solution installed already there. So what this org will have, the org which we have created using a offer test drive, this will include two types of role. One is system admin role, and another one is uh, kind of read only evaluator role. Okay, so system admin is responsible for configuring this dev org. Let's say you want to upload some test data, or you want to do some configuration on the top of your managed package solution. You can log in as an admin and do all this kind of setup there in that developer edition org. Okay, once it is done, you will create or onboarded your pilot users by using evaluator role. Okay, that evaluator role is something, is a read only role, where where the customer, the person or the end user will log in with that role, and he won't be able to make any changes, but he will try to explore or navigate through the whole application uh, of your solution. Okay, so this is another approach of test drive. uh, okay, now the another one is free trial on your website. As I said earlier, there is an option where you want more control on the sign up process. Okay, you want to control how many fields and what should happen. Let's say when user submitted for the sign up request, should I create some other request, or I want to automate something else in my org when user submit the registration form. So those kind of customization, if you required, you will go with the API approach. Salesforce provides a sign up request API to this is a programmatic approach to provide a full control your sign up process. Okay, how you can have it, as I said earlier, you can have a HTML form created, which will, let's say, include your first name, last name, your email addresses, purpose, are you an existing partner or not partner. Those kind of information should be available on your HTML form. You create that form, hosted that form onto your website. Now there is a several ways. As I said, you can have a different application created in HTML or Node or whatever it is. You can host it on the Heroku. You can create a simple lightning component, lightning web component, and host it onto the Experience Cloud site. Or you can have a visual force page as well, which we usually do earlier, uh, before the lightning, and you can also host it to the your site or Experience Cloud site, right? And And you can also have a web to lead form as well, okay, where the Salesforce automatically create an HTML form for you. You will host it onto your sites, or you can write the process builder in the backend. Whenever I received whenever this requires this whenever this sign up request object having some entries or create or operation, automate this thing, send an email to the supervisor, those kind of automation you also can do it. So this sign up request API, this is not automatically available. You need to raise a support request to the Salesforce and ask for this sign up request API to be available to enabled in your org. How you will verify whether this sign up request API is available in your org or not? You will go to the setup, go to your object manager and search for this sign up request object. This is a standard object. If it is available, which means that your object, your org is having this API is available, enabled. Okay. So you can also do, you can do a reporting as well on this object. Let's say you want to track uh, how many sign up happened in one day. Okay, so those kind of information can be tracked, and you can create a report on this sign up request. I will show you this object as well, if possible. I'll show you the fields there which you can utilize to create a reports and dashboard, those kind of information, which will help you to host it over the home page or the login page, the first page or the landing page, where anybody or the supervisor or the super admin uh, uh, can monitor the progress, what has happened, how many users have signed up, and those kind of information there. Okay, so this is pretty much about this one. Can you go to the next slide, please, Vinish? These are the some references for the Trialforce learning. You can go with the trail link as well, and you can go with the developer guide. I would recommend that go with this developer guide, which will having each and every detail, and you will get very fine grained details from there. Okay, before we proceed further, I would like to give a quick demo as well on this. Then we will move forward. Uh, Avnish, is it fine if I can share my screen now?
Yes, yes, you can share your screen.
Okay, one second. Will not have. Okay, one second. Just allow me a second, please. Okay, is it visible to everyone?
Yes.
Okay, so this is my environment hub org. As I said, there is a two way to create a TSO org. One is the environment hub, and another one is the TMO org. So I do not have a TMO org ready as of now, but I can show you how these are similar. The only difference with the custom branding. So I'll show you how the things are working on the environment hub. Okay. So once you log in into your environment hub org, you will have an option to create org. Okay. So once you click on this create org button, you will have this model pop-up open, where where Salesforce ask what is the purpose of creating this org. You will have these options available. Okay. So here in our case, we will use this last option, which says the Trailforce source organization. Okay. Now, the another difference here in the edition, you will have the two option available. One is the enterprise TSO and another one is the professional TSO. Okay. The enterprise TSO, but if you create the same TSO org from the TMO org, you do not have this professional TSO edition available. It is mandatory. It is mandatory that whenever you create a TSO org from the Trialforce management org, it is always going to create with the enterprise edition or enterprise edition. Okay, enterprise edition TSO. You will never get this professional TSO. Okay, so if you have an requirement where you need a professional edition, you will have to go with this environment hub option. There is no way to do this from the TMOR. That is also one of the major difference along with the custom branding which we have in the TMOR. Okay, now let's go with this uh, enterprise TSO. Here you need to provide your details of your org. You need to specify the domains. This is the same process. Whatever the domain you want to specify your TSO org, provide the first name, last name, and your username. Okay. So and you just have to click on this sub agreement button. Once you're done, you will have this create button enabled. Once you will create it, your TSO org will be created. Okay, I'm not going to create it, I've already created it. I will show you that org, and I also already installed the manage package and done all these kind of configuration, so I will walk you through from there. Okay, but this is the simple form which you need to fill to create a TSO org. The only thing which we need to take care that the purpose should be Trailforce source organization edition based on your need, either enterprises or the professional. Rest of the things are same, which all the Salesforce developer or the architect or lead has already gone through, where we need to provide org name, domain, and first name, last name. Okay, so this is steps you will do from the environment hub or from the TMOR. Both are same. This step will be same for from both the places. Okay, so in the TMOR also you will have this create or button. From there you will create it. Okay, only difference with the custom branding and that professional edition. Okay, now let's say I have created it. Now this will show something like this. I have created this org. This is the Trialforce sample org one. Okay, so this is an enterprise edition. This is a Trailforce source org hosted on NA213. Okay, now I have already this org. I have already received an email to log in into this org. All these things are set up. Now what I need to do, I need to log in into this TSO org, set up my whole application there, uh, do all kind of customization, load sample data, and make this org available in the same way, that my customer wants to experience it. Okay, so now what I will do, let me show you the whole screen. One second. Okay, now you can see the whole screen, I guess. Okay, so this I logged in into this Trialforce sample org one, which you have seen here in this environment hub. Okay, this is my environment hub org. Okay, and this is my Trailforce source org. Okay, so now I logged in into my Trailforce source org, and here if I search here, if I search a trial here. Okay, so in this TSO, or if I search a Trialforce, you click on this, you will ended up on this screen where you will see the Trialforce templates. Okay, so how you will create it? If you see, I have created so many Trailforce templates here. So how you will create it? You just simply create a new, click on new Trailforce template button. Okay, here on this provide some description. Now it has have two options available. One is all data and setup. Another is setup only. Okay, so all data and setup is something like, if you choose this option, which means that this Trailforce template that you are going to create with this option will include the data which you have in this, or also the setup is kind of metadata. Let's say you created some sharing setting, list views, configurations, right? All those kind of stuff, custom settings, whatever you have created, all this will be included here, right? And data would be like you have created some accounts, some context to be required whenever to required as a post installation steps for your application to run. Okay, some let's say some one account at least required, right, to load your screen or to load some screens in your application. So those kind of sample data which is required to run your application, you already set up in this sample org one, and then you are creating a template. So let me create it. So I have created, I just want to include everything. Before that, I will show you one more thing. Uh, I have already installed the manage package here in this org. So I'll show you quickly. So if you see, I do have these two manage packages installed here. Okay. So these two manage packages are 2GP manage package, which I've installed here in this org. So now if I go and create a template. So what will happen? This template will include everything. Those managed packages also will be included into this template. And whenever I create a free trial or a demo org using this template, that free trial or demo org will include all the data, all the managed package which I have installed here. Everything will be copied to there. Okay. In setup only, it will not include the data. It will simply use the setup to be. These are some optional feature. You want to adjust all the dates of into the organization related to the organization creation date, right? Do not, if you do not want to copy the feed item from the TSO org to the resulting org, and so those kind of option will be there. If I do not select it, it will copy all the feeds as well. And the last option, if you see this template as a private, so that authorized or can sign up. This is important. So if I check this option, so the template which I'm creating, this marked as a private. Okay. So once it is private, only the authorized org can be create a free trial or demo org, or can we use a sign up from this Trialforce template. I will show you how you can make any org uh, authorized to use the private templates. Okay. So I'm not doing it by default as a private. Okay. So when I click on this, it says that your Trialforce template is in progress. You will receive an email with the result. Okay. So here now let's talk what I was talking about, this branding setting here, right? You can click on edit here. This is why this option is not enabled for me, because this is no branding package is available. So that is why it is not available. Authorized sign up org is, this is the one which I was talking, where I was saying that if you check that option, you will have your template will be a private template. Okay. So here in this, once you create a private template, you will specify the org id. Basically you are authorizing an org to sign up for that template. Okay. So if you do not specify any org here, nobody can utilize the template. So what you need to do, you have to specify your org id here. And similarly, you can specify up to 51 org IDs, and it's similarly something like this. Okay. So only these org ID 1, org ID 2, which means org 1 and org 2 only, uh, authorized to sign up or authorized to use this private template only. Okay. So it is required when you need such kind of setup, when you need a private template and some authorized org only sign up, then you can go with this private option. Otherwise you can use the public option. Now the another one is the Trialforce source organization. Can you sign up to create this free trial log, which you are going to create using these templates? These templates that will exist for 30 days. Okay. And this TSO org which you are seeing here, the TSO org, the limit is 1 year. After 1 year it will expire, but there is a provision in Salesforce that you can log a case with Salesforce support and ask for the extension of this TSO org as well as the demo org. Okay. So the demo org and the free trial org which you are going to create, let's say using this template ID, that will last for 30 days. But if you feel, I'll give you an example. Let's say if you create a free trial org and you onboarded your customer onto that free trial org, and later on uh, they realize that this org is pretty fine. A customer also done some customization into that free trial org, and it is working for them, right? So what they said that, I love your solution, we will go with the purchasing decision, but we do not want a fresh org to be created and all these kind of setup to be done, because we also invested our time in this one. Now can you convert this org into the production org, right? So to the ISV partners, there is a provision that they will ask Salesforce to convert that free trial org, which is created from this free template ID, convert it into the full-fledged live production org for the customer. Okay, so that effort can also be saved, customer uh, where customer onboarded as a pilot user and now become a you know paying customer for your solution. Okay, so you don't need to configure and do the configuration and everything again. You can utilize the same free trial org to host your solution and continue with your existing configuration and customization. Okay, so this is where you can create a Trialforce template. I would also receive an email. So once this template is ready, I will receive an email by saying the template ID. Okay, so did not receive as of now, but okay. So let's say, let me show you here only. This is the template ID that I will receive in an email, and this is the template description that I have given. Now I have the template ID. Now let's say my next step is to, I want to I want to create a free trial org, right? To From this template, my all setup has been done here. Now I will go again with the environment hub or the T. I mean, based on your need. If you have a TMO org, go to your TMO org. If you have environment hub, go to your environment hub. Okay, create a org from here again. Now here in this time you will not search, you will not go with this Trailforce source, or you will go with this test and demo. Okay, now once you have this test and demo, you will not go with this standard edition, you will go with this Trailforce template ID. Okay, so now which template ID you will provide? The one which you have which you have created and from your configure TSO. Okay, specify the template ID. Now the same process will happen again. You will provide the org name. This is the org which you are creating for free trial or demo to your customer. So uh, this will reside for 30 days. So these details you can provide here. Similarly, your username and password, and click on create. Once you create it, you will again receive an email uh, by saying that, this is your username and this is your verify account. Click on that, reset your password and login. So once you are logged, you will be exactly having the copy of this, or whatever you have installed in this, or whatever the records sharing, whatever you have done in this org, everything will be copied. The free org will be the exact replica of this TSO org. Okay, now uh, this is fine. Now let's say one more scenario where let's say I found and the customer reported some bug. I thought, okay, now this needs to be fixed and customer needs to onboard it on the fixed version. Okay, what I will do, I will fix that thing and now upgrade my package version here in this TSOR. Okay, so what will happen in the installed managed package? You will see the upgraded version of your managed package. Okay, now once you are set up, once your TSO org is upgraded, now what you will do? Earlier you have created earlier you have created a free trial org by using this ID. Now what you will do? You will create another org, which will include the upgraded package or upgraded version of your managed package. Okay, the process is same again. The diagram which I've shown into that slide, this will behave in the same way. Okay, so this is the same. Okay, now I got an email. So if you see, if you guys can see my email, Salesforce had make that template available to me. I said that this is your org. Uh, Trailforce template ID is this one. Okay. Now he said that you may even now use this ID to sign up a trial org. So the same thing like I just shown you. So if I refresh this Trailforce source org as well, you can see that entry here as well. So if you see, this is the template which is available to me. This is the template ID. Now I have to spin a new org by using this template. I will go here and specify this template ID and just simply click on create. So in this way, you keep the versioning alive for your solution. You keep upgrading your TSO, or right. The only drawback is you cannot downgrade it. Only thing is to manage this previous version is that you should have to create a template at each level, which means that if you are on version 1.0, you create a template which will hold that 1.0. Later on you do some changes and upgrade your TSO, or immediately create a template so that it will hold the upgraded changes. Because if later on, if you delete something, or if you delete something, or if you upgrade something, or if you edit something, then create a new template, then the new template will not hold the deleted changes. Okay. So at every level, try to create a template which will hold your changes, and in this way you will have the versioning. Let's say even I have created an account demo uh, today, and I created this template here. Okay, this will have the demo account data in this template. Now later on, let's say tomorrow I will delete it. So once I delete it, and after that I created this template, for example. Okay, so this template will not have that demo account data available, because that is deleted. And when that is deleted, so now let's say if someone comes and say that I need a package solution which will have that demo account, right? Or that solution which will have the demo account to be available. So now there's a two option. Uh, One, I will create a demo account again in this TSO org and create another template, okay, which will be a third template, and then create a free org from there. Or what I can do, if I have uh, diligently did that uh, template creation at the first plate itself, so I will use this template, because I already have this template which will have the demo account record to be present. So I use this template to create a new org. So in this way, even your record is not available in the org, but it is available in the template, because this template is created at that time when the record was available. So in this way you can control the versioning, how you want to spin up your orgs on a different version using different Trailforce templates. Okay, so this is pretty much about how it looks like on the environment hub, how it looks like on the Trailforce source org, what is Trailforce template, how this private thing, and how these can be run for a multiple versions of the packages. So this is, I think, pretty much from my side for today's session. uh, if we have any question, Avnish, we can take it now.
Yes, Astos, we have two questions. One from so one, do environment have also support this test drive?
Sorry, can you just come again?
Do environment have also support test drives?
No, no, it is available on your partner community. When you log in into the partner portal on the publishing console, if you have ever published an app exchange application or managed package solution, there you will have that tab. I think, let me, where is that? Let me share that. Yeah, so if you see this screen, so here, to offer a test drive, it is not available in any environment or something. It is something your partner, or it is altogether a partner portal, where you will go and you will have that publishing tab there. In that publishing tab you have a listing. In that listing you will have a private and public listing both, right? So in that listing, just select your public listing one. Well, let's say I have a managed package which is already which is already passed the app security review, and it is available in the listing tab. Okay, now in that we will go with the trial tab. I want to give a trial for my solution which is hosted on app. Okay, so in there I will click on that offer test drive button. So there it is available. So once you click on this, they will ask some information for you. Let's say uh, what is your name and email, those kind of information they will ask, and then it will host a uh, it will create a developer edition org in the backend, which will hold this solution which you have selected into the listing. Okay, let's say I have a call center support managed package. I have selected this one into the listing tab. So the new developer org edition which you created, this will hold all that installation, and you go into an as an admin, uh, do configuration or create some sample data there, and then log in with the evaluator role. It is automatically available when the org is created from offer a test drive option. So the evaluator option will be available, and once you are sorted, you will share that evaluator role with the end user or the customer. So this is how it is available to you. Okay, what is the other one, Avnish?
So
Oh,
that's the only one question we have.
okay, fine. Now I will. Okay, fine. I will hand it over to you, Avnish, for the quick
Mm,
quiz.
yes.
Uh, Thank you. I'll stop sharing.
Let me start sharing. So I hope everyone can see the screen. They can join, and if you are there facing issue, they can ping in the chat. Right, first winner will get a prize. So join. So let's start. First question is here, and on your screen you will see the symbol. So 15 is right. Let's move to next question. Priya Shukla is on top. Again, Priya on top. Next question. This is last question. So M Shen is the winner.